Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for another Group 4 race on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like gonna go pink for Team Amazon by using the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport with a Total Drama World Tour library. And now, this is gonna get ready, powered up to be able to give a full challenge as the usual, that this is gonna be able to try to keep up to raise our driver rating if we might be able to have the chance. It definitely might be pretty possible that this is going to be able to take plenty much more practice whenever we want, so this might be able to have to get everything will be prepared, because maybe we should probably need to increase our driver rating if we might need to take, because this is going to be able to take a lot of hard work we can get. So even that this is going to be able to take the challenge, we might get everything stronger we might have. Alright, change up the power ratio, and weight reduction ratio has definitely changed differently on the balance of performance. So let's just gonna go and give for one good mid-engine race car will might take the practice, and then this is gonna get everything well powered up to be able to get started out for. In a matter of few segment moments, and then this is gonna be able to keep up for the race, and then this will might be able to take 3 TDWT libraries, and now this is going to get everything will be ready to be able to take much more time, and then this is going to be able to take plenty much more time until we must be able to race around the track. So that will be needed if we have to be able to drive faster and quicker to be able to take on the big Willow once again. And now this is going to be able to have to take plenty much more handling turns on the inside, as always we might have. So, in that case, if you really see the GR Super GT Cup yesterday, well, can I say I almost had it, because that almost drops down onto last place, because just like race number 1 on Fuji Speedway all over again. But maybe this might be able to keep up, but also just gonna have to use the fuel map. But, well, it's definitely an important special event for a single Supra for a manufacturer vehicle. Has definitely might be giving a special event for it, so we'll have to be able to keep up until this one might move on to the next race, because this is definitely might be able to have some time. Well, even just gonna be able to take plenty much more practice to be able to learn to master the big Willow of the track. That's definitely might be pretty excellent, because always gonna have to take some more practice if we can, because this will might help. But this is going to get everything well skillful, that this will might take the turns, will might be able to do the tournament, will might be able to see, this will might be able to take plenty much inside turns whenever you really want to do, because this is going to get very effort that this is going to be able to keep up, to be able to keep practicing around the track, because this is definitely a 7-day practice, because this is going to be important to us, that if we might be able to master the big Willow on Willow Springs International Raceway. Good thing that this week's daily race is definitely important. Try to keep up to practice this track. This will might get better if we might be able to learn perfectly. We might do the basics on the skills. That is definitely might be the excellent racing tool, that this will might be able to take a lot of practice for every 7 days. So it'll be able to work well if we might be able to overcome the tactic skills, that this is going to be able to work hard for racing. Now, let's just gonna be able to get stronger up, and then get closer, and then giving one good full stretch to be able to make one good achievable lap time. So it will might get, and this is going to be able to stay as usual. If I could probably able to have to get a 1:18 lap time. So it's going to be very quickly to be able to get there much as possible to be able to take the rush. Okay, now this is going to get everything, we'll be able to mind the gap on the distance, and this is going to get very closer edge, that this is going to get everything tighter. Alright, there you go. This is going to get very excellent, worked hard, and then this is going to be able to stay on track. Now, this is definitely might be pretty hard if we might be able to try to reach up for only 1:17 because experts already did, taking the best time they have, and this will be ready to go until this will might be prepared. Will might be able to take the most fast lap challenge we might have to get. Now it's just going to be able to keep it up and keep going, and then this is going to be able to have that turn. Just avoid the outside turns. Just trying to make sure, because this is going to be able to give a good clean lap. Will might get everything efficient, well performance. Alright, same time, still take a little bit more time to be able to get everything work perfectly, to be able to make an improvement. Okay, looks like just gonna have to take one more lap and then this will be it. So this is gonna be able to take another 5-lap practice, because this will might be needs to take a different Group 4 car. Will might get everything prepared, and then this is gonna be able to have to take many basic turns that this is gonna get everything Will might have. But well, just gonna be able to pick every Group 4 car during the race on the same track. That this is definitely might need to take one good title segment, is going to get everything well prepared for entertainment, and this is going to get everything what we have to do. Alright, looks like it's only down for a minute left, and then this is going to be able to have a 4-lap practice. So besides taking the 5-lap practice, if possible, to be able to take a 10-minute time, that will be able to work well. But well, just gonna be able to set up the duration of this segment, and then this is gonna be able to get ready. Alright, so looks like that should be good enough on that time, and then this is gonna get everything. We'll be able to get started. So it'll be able to join in session later on, folks, because this is gonna get everything. We'll be ready. Now, they did very good to be able to take a minute and 17-second time, so maybe this is gonna be able to use the Toyota A6 later on. So this is definitely might be given the best recommended choice, even that this is going to be able to work hard. If we might be able to take the best lap time we should get. So maybe we just definitely might be staying on the usual, if we might be able to keep practicing more. So looks like everything is well settled to be able to have one good excellent race, and then this is definitely might be able to bring the Cayman GT4 Club Sport Team Amazon. Will might take the track. Will might get ready. So this is definitely might be able to have to take the mid-engine Group 4 car. Will might be able to have to take strong advantage. Will might get everything possible. So it'll be able to have to take a little bit more time. That this is going to get everything stronger to be able to deal with some various obstacle turns very lightly and difficult. So it will might be able to stay on track. That this is going to get everything a little bit much long to be able to keep it up and keep everything going. Alright, just going to have to take another warm-up time as always to be able to get ready to go. So this is definitely might be able to get well prepared. So even that this is going to be able to take a long, stronger Group 4 race, we might keep going in and keep coming better to be able to take much more easy on strategy. That this one might be able to have a good clean race. So let's get ready to go. And now this is going to get very challenging. That this will might be prepared. So good thing that this is definitely might be able to have a different racing outfit. That this is definitely might be changed up for it. So this is going to get ready to go. So looks like let the 3 Toyota A6 Group 4 on the top 3 on first to third. And then the other Toyota A6 is definitely might be able to get everything will be needs to be able to catch up. So looks like this is going to be another race to catch up to the strong FR car on this lobby. And now this is going to get ready for a rolling start. We might get everything prepared. Now, this is going to be a very challenge. That this is going to be able to keep up and then take some slipstream. That this will be needed to be able to make sure it will be able to help out to be able to raise up the driver rating to go higher or a little bit lower to be needs to increase. But it's going to have to take plenty of risk that this is going to be able to get going. Okay, looks like things always gets a little bit possible to be able to get through, but it's gonna get everything a little bit tighter. Alright, looks like just gonna have to take plenty much more few consecutive turns. It's gonna get very challenging. Just gonna be able to take exercise caution because safe inside turns is definitely the best option. Okay, looks like going on the 14th place, just gonna have to take plenty overtakes that this is gonna be coming in for a little bit. Team Amazon is definitely the best team since Total Drama World Tour, but this is gonna get everything a little bit stronger to be able to have a girl power moment. Oh man, yeah, even so, just gonna have to get everything very cautious because this is gonna get a little bit drama that this is definitely might needs to be very careful. Okay, well, decreased SR is definitely might be getting a little bit decreased disadvantage, and now just gonna have to try to be very careful because try not to get too aggressive because this is gonna get very risky that we need to be able to stay focused, folks. Okay, just gonna have to keep going, and then this is gonna get very fearful challenge that this is gonna get everything might get tightened up on it. Of course, even that this is gonna be able to avoid colliding collision because this is definitely might be able to have to get very needed that this is definitely might need to stay clean because always don't want to get dirty around here because this is definitely not the best type during this race because we're all still learning to be able to master the big Willow, but this is going to get everything a little bit extremely challenging that this is going to get everything by the wrist. Okay, looks like just going to keep going in. Looks like Science just definitely might be knocked out, and then this is going to get everything a little bit better to be able to have to get some more slipstreams we might get through. Alright, just gonna get everything in. Well, it is a very hard race, folks, but this is gonna be able to deal with it because this is gonna get very challenging up that this is gonna be able to work hard. Okay, just gonna have to take one good gentle overtake that this is gonna be needed. Alright, there you go. Now, this is gonna get everything needed to be able to have this Team Amazon library will also to provide a girl power run, and then this is gonna be able to have to keep up on the rush because this is gonna be able to take 9th place is definitely might be able to go all the way because the gap distance is gonna be pretty stronger to be able to go on ahead. Alright, so it's just gonna take that turn, and then this is gonna be able to do a little bit provide caution. Alright, 4th lap is gonna be nearly there. This is gonna get everything, we'll be able to get everything needs some more mileage to be done. Alright, just gonna keep going, and then this is gonna get everything a little bit closer to be able to take one good overtake. This has to be it. This got to be able to get closer until the final lap comes. Okay, good thing I also automatically get back on track. Good thing that the replaced car at course out is definitely might be getting useful to be able to be automatically to be back on track. Now, looks like just gonna get closer until if I could probably able to reach up into 6th place, that would might be needed to take a good driver rating to be able to increase a little bit. Just giving a little bit amount because this is gonna get everything a little bit hard work that we need to get. Alright, looks like one opponent is slowing down onto the penalty line, and then he gets back up. And here we go, fifth and final lap. This is going to be able to take a little bit better ways to go. Alright, just stay on it and then move on to 7th place. And then this is going to be able to make one good procedure to be able to have to take on in until reaching it on to 6th place. Now, this is definitely important to be able to take a good, excellent, clean race. Just give a good basic example, just like when you're at the circuit experience, because this is definitely might be pretty basic challenge if you really want to go for it to be able to master this track. It will help, so we just definitely might be able to take a lot of good handling and acceleration is definitely might be able to keep the progress going. Now, let's just gonna be able to have to make sure that slipstream trapping is important whenever you're approaching in onto the turn after taking the straight. This is definitely might be pretty risk that this will might have to take, because this is gonna get everything a little bit ongoing. Alright, let's just gonna have to get over to the finish line, and then this is gonna be taking one good final stretch. Alright. That wasn't so hard. That was very hard challenging that this is going to be able to stay safe on the track to avoid getting off the track, because this is going to get very extremely tougher to be able to get. So even that this is definitely pretty good for only a 2 Toyota 86 is definitely might be pretty good to take that moment. So that was a very good race, folks. That would be very good to be able to keep up, to be able to do a lot of perfection. Now, looks like just finally got 7th place and then race up 7th position, and now this is definitely double 7s is definitely might be giving the best choices to have. So that was definitely might be very excellent to be able to have 2 7s that might be giving the best moment. Alright, looks like this is going to be it to be able to keep going for this race, and then this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to take a lot of good moment to be able to race up the driver rating that this might climb up to it. So give it a little bit whenever if we have to be able to reach up on it, because, well, we just had a lot of good time on the GR Super GT Cup Manufacturer Series and also the Nations Cups as well, because this is definitely might be pretty tougher if we need to be able to have to get everything going. So looks like Team Amazon Cayman GT4 Club Sport is definitely good on the track, and now just gonna be able to have to choose for the next Total Drama library on every Group 4 car. So this is definitely might be pretty challenging for a mid-engine race car, but this is definitely might be pretty challenging to be able to keep stronger, to be able to keep up on it. Whenever to be able to take challenges for only a single mid-engine race car, whenever you're using, taking a challenge between oversteer and understeer car, that this is going to get very challenging if we must to be able to do one racing capability will might come for the terms. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification upload, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.